Okay, so basically we have the material environment, the current universal condition that we're in. We see it has two main variables, one of space quantity and one of spirit quality. Now we see that reflected in the environmental condition around us. Two paths to follow. One leads to death, one leads to life. But the choice is there, and it's dependent upon which one of these paths that you yourself are going to have the spiritual capacity to see, receive, and actualize. When you actualize this becomes your reality condition in which now you yourself begin to dwell in. If this reality is based upon the spiritual perception of the spirit potential, of the identity of the Father of all things that dwells in and around us all, then your spiritual perception is, at least at this point, dimensionally free from the time-space limits of the material illusion, which is going to be matter-bound, limits, shadow. It's an equational path that leads into the darkness. So somebody asked and they said, are we in the reverse fractal? Meaning, are we in the fractal equational abyss? You know, the mathematical path in the fractal abyss. No, we're not in the fractal mathematical path into the abyss. Somebody is. The fallen are. The fallen occupy the inverse fractal. They are in the equational abyss direction into the void of space, which is devoid of the quality of the Father's presence in their consciousness. They consciously believe that he doesn't exist, therefore they cannot recognize his identity in the time-space equation. Therefore, they are going into an equational void, an equational shadow, and they are the true prodigal son that is on the macro level of the spiritual rebellion. And of course, the Father wishes their return. But so we have somebody that is in the fractal abyss, and it's the fallen, it's the high spirit beings of this rebellion that's overtaken this part of our world, and believe it or not, our universe. But it's based upon free will, and of course the Father doesn't force any of his time-space will creatures to do anything against their will, because free will reigns supreme, because the Father is not a control freak like a lot of people want to believe it. So someone is in the reverse fractal, the equational abyss, that isn't leading to paradise, it's leading to the void. That's the fallen. Now that's not us. We're not in the reverse fractal. We're not in the reverse fractal, but we're in the skewed tangent. And this is why we're not in the reverse fractal, is because we still always have this choice of life. No matter how bad the environmental condition is, the Lord has promised us the ability to view the world within the spirit reflection of Jesus Christ, and to be able to see through the illusion and to recognize the promise of salvation, to recognize the promise of eternity, to recognize that Jesus Christ conquered death, the environmental condition, the mortal portal. He overcame. And he is the existential, ever-present, all-truthful life that has came into this world to truly set all captives free. And believe it or not, he is perfect, and his mission one day will be fulfilled in perfection, because he is not shortcoming at all. The only thing that you are having a problem understanding is you're thinking that it's taken all this time. Well, guess what? It's not. On the universe time scale of things, things are happening just within a few moments. Lucifer made a few slip-ups maybe an hour or two ago, and now the Father's given him time to think about his actions, and we see that he has not changed his equational path. Well, the Father will be stepping in. The Father will be stepping in. I'll be back.